The top 5 nootropics for cognitive function. What if you could unlock better thinking, better focus, and laser-like decision-making by stacking the right nootropics? Most people stack nootropics in the wrong way. I'm going to show you how you can maximize stacking nootropics in the right way. Want to be sharper, think clearer, and be more mentally alert? I'll show you the favorite nootropics to get you there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to optimize your brain performance by using nootropics. So for those of you who are new to nootropics, this is a term that was created by Dr. Guardier in 1972. He took the two words, nous, which means mind, and tropic, which means turning, and he combined those into nootropic. And what Dr. Guardier wanted to define is what are the substances and agents that exist in nature that can maximize cognitive performance, create more emotional resiliency, allow for more creativity, but not have any side effects. And so one of the first nootropics that we're going to talk about today is called Alpha-GPC. And Alpha-GPC is a phenomenal nootropic because what it does is it helps with focus and concentration. And this molecule is found in many different foods. You're going to find it in heavily sources of liver. You're also going to find it in eggs. You'll find it in turkey and even in chicken. And alpha-GPC, what it does is it helps activate this acetylcholine pathway so that you get better memory retention. And it also allows you to think through lots of complex problems throughout the day without having mental fatigue. The second nootropic is lion's mane. And for those of you who have tried lion's mane, you probably experienced that your brain feels a little clearer. It's almost like when you update your smartphone and it just works a little faster. That's what lion's mane does. It's like the lubrication and bearings on your wheels so that your car can ride a little smoother. It protects your brain, it promotes neurogenesis. And if you ever are out hunting mushrooms in the forest, because I know you guys are foragers, I can see the dirt in your fingertips, and you'll find this beautiful mushroom that looks like a brain, and that is lion's mane. The third nootropic is called Rhodiola. And Rhodiola helps circumvent some of the stress hormones that inevitably will happen because you're a high performer, you're somebody who's out there slaying it in the world and accomplishing your purpose, loving human who really likes to connect with others, but you also want to perform at your peak. But what Rhodiola does is it's an adaptogen, so it helps downregulate your expression of stress hormones like cortisol, or if it's too low, it will help upregulate it so that you have that clarity and that focus in the morning. Number 4 is Bacopa Monnieri. And Bacopa is something that I've used for years, and when I first started using it, I just noticed that I had a little more confidence. I felt like I could move through labs that I was interpreting. I felt like when I was treating my clients, I had just a little better dexterity. And that's what Bacopa does is it activates the hippocampus region of the brain and helps stimulate the prefrontal cortex so that you can execute on the things that you want to execute on. So if you're an extreme athlete, you may want to try Bacopa as well. The 5th one is called Noopept. Now, Noopept is also known as ombraracetam, and it's really important to stack Noopept with the alpha-GPC, where you get some of that activated choline source. But Noopept, what they found in the studies is that people had better verbal composite scores. So they had more articulation, they were able to remember more words. They also found that their executive function was more turned off. They were able to make decisions faster. In one of the studies, they found that executives were able to make decisions in about 30% less time than it would typically take them to work through different documents. And so Noopept is something that can stack nicely with acetylcholine, but it also works great if you add lion's mane with it, and then in the afternoon add some rhodiola, and you'll notice that your brain is just nice and smooth, and you can hit the gears that you want to hit when you need to hit them. And for those of you who liked this video and you want to go even deeper, I've got a great video on creatine and nicotine, and I will see you in that video here.